Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the November 2020 Love from Lizzie card kit. This is a good couple of weeks later than usual. We do try to usually release on the 19th, however we've faced quite a few delivery issues with from our suppliers because of coronavirus and with sickness. Our Sue's not been very well, but she's feeling much better now, thankfully. But we now have got the complete kit. It's been delivered this morning, so I'm here to unbox for you. Shipping will start as of Thursday next week, which is the 12th. So any orders, any add-on orders that you would like to add to your subscription boxes, please have those completed by 9 AM GMT on Thursday the 12th, as that's when we will start shipping things out. I have got quite a few different items in the release video, which was going to follow this one shortly. I have announced in the Facebook group, which is where I tend to do most of my communication, that we are going to be skipping our December kit in a bid to try to sort of claw back and get our January kit ordered that much earlier, therefore have a better chance of getting everything back to coming out on the 19th, shipping on the 1st, and back into our usual process. The decision wasn't taken lightly, because obviously it's a month of you guys not being able to have kits, and it's also a month of invoices that we're not going to get paid for. So if you're a subscriber, all that's going to happen is you won't receive an invoice for a December kit. If you place any add-on orders throughout the month of the rest of obviously November beyond the 12th, until when we start shipping in early January, and those add-on orders will just get put into your January boxes. So if you're keen for things before Christmas, before the new year, then even as a subscriber you have got the facility to choose to pay for shipping, and if the shipping is paid for, your order will get sent out straight away. But yeah, we're very sorry about how late this is, and we don't want to have to keep apologising every month for everything being late. So by skipping the December kit, we're hoping that it's going to put us back into a better position to be able to get things out and have a fresh start for the new year. I have got a few little bits and pieces that I will do throughout December, so to keep things interesting for you, and as I joked in the Facebook group, to feed the crafty monster. But yes, I'm going to unbox this kit now, the long-awaited November 2020 card kit. So as always, there are two bags. You get an embellishment bag and what we call the A4 bag. I do send everything in Ziplocs, because a lot of these kits do make their way around the world, and just to protect that cardstock from any water damage, especially with the season as it is now. We do that just to keep everything dry. So you're going to get cardstock. Now this cardstock is in American letter size, so it is 8.5 inches by 11, so it can just be split in half either way to make A2 note cards. And this month there are actually 7 sheets. I usually include 5, but what I've done this time around is put 7 in. So you've got a really lovely soft pink, you have got 2 sheets of white alcohol marker friendly cardstock, you've got a really nice soft grey, you've got a mint green, this lovely sort of marine blue, reminds me of the lovely seaside in the sunshine, and then you've got a navy as well. So that is your cardstock. I'll just pop that here so we can still see it. There are some peel-offs. Now this is a old design, new colourway. So this is the clear iridescent, which is one of the most popular colours that we do, and it's been edged in silver. So, and this is just the pinstripe plate. So what we're used to, and along the edge of each clear iridescent there is a silver finish. I'm not quite sure if the camera's going to pick that up nicely for me, but when you use the peel off over, say for example, a darker cardstock, the clear glitter will shine from the middle, and it will have this lovely sort of silver finish on the edge. but they're very, very pretty, and I thought it was about time that we did something extra with our clear iridescent, being that it is so popular. So also in the A4 bag you have the stamp set, and this is who we have. We have this lovely sort of Arctic fox, which is really nice and simple to colour, which was one of the reasons I was so keen to use this little lady or chap, however you decide to gender type. We also have this lovely deer, or reindeer, wearing a scarf, and then you also have two penguins, one a little bit larger than the other, so it could be a parent with a little one, or you could make a border with all the little ones. And then we also have 3 different designed Christmas trees, and they're all solid, so you could stamp them in green and they're done, or use the embossing powders, however, but they're great as well because they're a bit smaller for creating backgrounds. Sentiment wise, we've got warm wishes with a heart, Merry Christmas, baby it's cold outside with some sort of little snowflakes, and season's greetings. So whilst obviously this is being released and is themed very winter-like, it can be used for Christmas, but it can also just be used for any cards into sort of January, February time, depending on what the weather's like where you are. And here we have the 6x6 patterned papers. There are 16 sheets and they're single-sided, so you don't have to choose. And I'll run through them with you now. So they're really very, very sweet. So you've got this lovely little polar bear with a penguin on its back, and a little igloo, and some of these Christmas trees here, which do feature in the stamp set. And then we have some little penguins over pink. Again, another collection of sort of, there's this Arctic fox, she's gorgeous, with some trees and a little Arctic bunny. And here we have sort of like, this is a very nice dark, almost navy greeny kind of colour, very, very dark teal, again with these little animals arranged over the top. We have got these lovely flowers. Now this is probably one of my favourites from this 6x6. I adore these sort of like blooms with the faux glitter, and something that runs through all of these papers is they look like they've got glitter on them, but they haven't. They're completely smooth, so you can stamp on this, print, whatever it is that you fancy, and whilst it looks as though it has glitter on it, it actually doesn't. So here we've got some nice trees, and one of the things I really like about this paper is you could trim this off and use this as sort of a border along the bottom of your card, and then you've got a clear panel for just some nice coordinating pattern paper. And here are some more of these lovely blooms over some stripes in the more neutral tones. And here we have another border at the bottom, and again this sort of panel of just a background pattern. We have the kissing polar bears over some stripes. We have some more of these Christmas trees again. And here we have the polar bear. This is very similar to this paper here, it's just that this one is more of this sort of blush pink. And here we have some little spots and speckles, again all matching in the colourways so that everything coordinates well. Here we have a sort of quite an intricate repeat pattern design with roses and little bells over a nice pink. We have this sort of torn look with quite large snowflakes laying over the top. And then here we have this, almost looks like scattered straw or hay perhaps, or pine needles probably would be more on point. But this paper is lovely and thick, so if you wanted to tear an edge to create a little bit of body, there's enough to it that it will work out. And finally, I'll pop that here so you can still see it. Finally, we have the Ephemera Pack. This couldn't go into the embellishment bag because it was too big. So let's just give you an idea of what you're getting. Okay, cool. So there's a real array here. You've got some blooms, and again, they all come in different sizes. You've got this polar bear, and she's got some blooms on her head. Then you've got some of these sort of arrangements, which is the igloo with a couple of Christmas trees, an igloo with some walruses, walrus. I'm not quite sure what the plural is of the walrus. We have a polar bear with a lovely jumper. These little Arctic foxes, and they're facing alternate ways, so you could couple them up or use them individually. Some more blooms, these ever so cute little penguins, walrus, more blooms. So you've got tons and tons of ephemera here, so you can build your own little scenes up. You've got some reindeer in front of a Christmas tree there. You've got the fox with the blooms in sort of mirror image. So you can do a repeat, you could do like an ice wall and act as though one is a reflection. Blooms. So there's lots and lots of lovely. Oh gosh, there's an ambulance going past her. I apologise if that's come up in the recording. And then you have an array of these super cute trees that can be used just to build things up. And then you've got a collection of trees. Penguins with, you know, earmuffs naturally, as penguins like to roll around completely naked just with their ears kept warm. We've got ever so cute little foxy bunny. There is a really lovely array of all of these different little pieces, all these little animals. So you've got a whole great big collection there to play with. Now I'm going to move on over into the embellishment bag. And we have got, keeping in line with the little trees that have featured in the ephemera, the paper and the stamps, I've popped in 9 little wooden trees. And they're all different, and they are double-sided. So on one side there will be some etching. Again, I'm not quite sure that the camera picks that up, but you've got the little star at the top of the tree. But to the reverse, it's completely blank. So if you wanted to cover it in embossing powder, then of course you could just use the blank side. I'm going to pop these down the correct way up. But there is the blank reverse side, as it were. So very versatile. We've got a stripy tree. That one's more cone shaped. That's like the traditional, if you ask a child to draw a tree, there's sort of the big swishy lines, quite a geometric one there. And then more of what I would say is the classic tree. You also have the sequin mix, and this has got some really nice navies, like a soft mint, oyster, pale blue, and like a nice graphite colour as well. We have got glitter enamel dots and ribbons. Again, these coordinate perfectly with one another and with the colourways in the kit. So you get a metre of each of the 5 of those colours, and then you've got 5 different colours, and you've got 3 different sizes of each of those. This was a bit of a punt. This was something that I wanted to have a play with. So I really enjoy making shaker cards. It's why I put sequins in every month into the kit. And this is just an acetate panel which has got this sort of snowbank printed onto it. So my idea was to make your card fronts, pop some sequins in it, and then to perhaps create a bit of a scene on the snowbank with your various ephemera pieces. So, I mean, it may not be to your liking, but this was where I was sort of going with this idea. So you could have a full front shaker card and decorate your own snow scenes from it. And you get 3 of those in each kit. A few of these products are available as add-ons this month. Usually we don't release extras, as it were, from the same kit, but because this is a Christmas kit and winter themed kit, time is of the essence, so we are releasing it straight away in case people wanted to crack on with making lots of these sorts of cards. And here we have the dies. They're being delivered somewhat differently this month, but we have Merry Christmas in quite a scripty font. We have Winter Wishes, and we have Christmas wishes. So you've got 3 sentiment dies, which I don't believe you can ever have too many sentiment dies. They make things nice and easy. And then we've got this lovely little 2 little polar bears with like a heart wreath around the top, sort of like a little silhouette. And again, this is nice and dinky so that it can work in line with some of the ephemera that's within the kit. So that is the Love from Lizi November 2020 card kit. We have got add-ons, direct add-ons that are going to be released, and we have got some mega packs and some extra Christmassy bits to show you. So hop into the next video. Tell me what it is that you particularly like about the kit, or if there's something that you think that you would rather see. I'm always very, very happy for feedback. Like, I make these month on month, so if I'm given any suggestions, I'll always try to heed them and see if there's something that I can do with it. But until next time, thank you very much and happy paper crafting. Bye!